Hi students. So last lecture we have seen some basic concepts of topic current electricity. Today we are going to see 3 points, that is what is conventional current, because many of the students they are having doubt the difference between conventional current, that is the difference between flow of the charge and the direction of the charge and direction of the current, isn't it? So that also I will clear. And then drift velocity, relation of drift velocity with electric field, relation of the drift velocity with current, and one hot question we have already done in electrostatics: why electric field inside the conductor is zero. So all these answers you will be getting after this period. So we'll start with the conventional current. If you see figure, it is very clear that positively charged particles are going from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. Here you can see, means it indicates the current, means this is our conventional current. Here you can see, means conventional current is nothing but the flow of the positively charged particle. Means conventional current is the current whose direction is along the direction of the motion of the positive charge under the action of electric field, isn't it? So current is always flowing from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. And if you see the direction of the electrons, the direction of the electron is always negatively terminal of the battery to the positively terminal of the battery. Here we can see. So from here we can say that direction of the current is always opposite to the direction of the electrons. Now next is very important point is drift velocity, isn't it? So what is drift velocity? Before that we'll see, before the definition we'll see the figure. This is the conductor of length L. Listen it very carefully. This is the conductor of length L and A is area of cross section of this conductor. Then this is the battery, that is electric field we have applied between the two terminal of the conductor. Here we can see. Okay, because electric field, generally this word is used in the physics, and many of the students they are having doubt ki what exactly the electric field. So already I have explained, electric field is nothing but it is the space around the charge in which any other charge will experience the force. But how do we apply electric field along this conductor or over this conductor? By using the battery. If you connect battery across this conductor, then simply we have applied some electric field. So the direction of the electric field is always from positive terminal to the negative terminal, because already we have done in electric line of field or electric field line, the electric field lines always start from positive to negative, okay, or start from positive ends with negative. That's why the direction of the electric field is always with the direction of the current, that is from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. So just see, this is the electric field direction from positive to negative. Now just observe the direction of the electrons. Okay, it is from negative terminal to the positive terminal, that is opposite to the direction of the current, isn't it? Clear? So why this happen? Why does the electrons move? So here I want to explain one thing. Suppose this metallic conductor contains large number of free electrons. L is length, A is area, E is electric field. So as metallic conductor contains large number of free electrons, if you apply electric field, so according to definition of electric field intensity, E is equal to force upon charge. So here charge on electron is minus E. So if you calculate the force is equal to minus E into E, isn't it? This much amount of force, minus A into E, this much amount of force is going to apply on these electrons, and due to this force electrons are suddenly start moving from negative terminal to the positive terminal, and this constant velocity attained by the electrons against the direction of the applied electric field, this velocity is called as drift velocity. Again I'll repeat, drift velocity is defined as the velocity with which the free electrons get drifted towards the positive terminal under the effect of applied electric field. So here my dear student, one thing I want to very clear with you, direction of electric field is always opposite to the drift velocity. Means direction of electrons is from negative to positive, and the direction of electric field is from positive to negative, that is direction of the current. Now here this relation between drift velocity and current we are going to see. or direction relation between this first relation is nothing but relation between drift velocity and electric field, and this is nothing but drift velocity and current, that we are going to see later on. But see, first we'll discuss some symbols. So here Vd is nothing but drift velocity, constant velocity attained by the electrons against the direction of electric field. A is the acceleration of the electrons. T is the relaxation time. So here I want to explain what is the relaxation time. My dear student, suppose this conductor, just concentrate on the figure, this metallic conductor contains large number of free electrons, isn't it? And as well as this metallic conductor is having resistor, or metallic conductor is having resistance R. Resistance in terms of this positively charged particle. Clear? Means positively charged particles are flowing with the flow of current. So if these electrons are drifted from negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal, definitely they are going to collide with positively charged particle, and the time taken by the electron, negatively charged electron, between two successive collision with positively charged particle, it is called as relaxation time. So once again I want to repeat what is the relaxation time. You have to write down this definition. I have not given this definition in this PPT, so you should write this definition in notes. So what is the relaxation time? It is the time taken by the negatively charged electron between two successive collision with positively charged particle. This is called as relaxation time. Then next, electric field, E. Then small e is nothing but charge on electron, minus E. M is mass on electron, then mass of electron. Then small n is the number of density of electron, that is number of charge particle, that is negatively charged particle. L is length of the conductor, and A is the area of cross section. Now the most important relation, this may come from 3 to 2 marks in board examination. Relation between drift velocity and electric field, or expression for drift velocity. Okay, question may ask in either type. So we know that if you see the figure, same figure, we know that according to Newton's second law of motion, force is equal to mass into acceleration. But my dear student, this Newton's second law of motion we have to apply with this electric field. Means here force is electrostatic force, mass is mass of electron, and A is acceleration of the negatively charged particle during drift velocity, means acceleration of the electrons. But we know that electric field definition, electric field is nothing but electrostatic force per unit charge. Already we have done in electric field and charges, electrostatic topic. So electric field is nothing but electrostatic force per unit charge. But here charges we are going to discuss regarding the negatively charged, that is electron. So we can take charges minus E. So from this equation you can find the electrostatic force. Force is nothing but minus E into E. That's why I told you electrons are drifted with this force minus EE in previous slide. So what is the force exerted on negatively charged electron? Minus E into E. Isn't it? So if you put this force in this formula, so this formula, force is equal to mass into acceleration. So acceleration is equal to force upon mass. So if you use this F in this formula, then it will come minus E upon M. So this is the equation 1. This is the acceleration on the electrons against the electric field. Now, but we know that acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity with respect to time. But here, as we are dealing with drift velocity, so velocity will be drift velocity, and time is nothing but relaxation time, isn't it? So this is acceleration. So if you rearrange the term, then the drift velocity is equal to tau into A. That is, tau is relaxation time into A. So if you put equation 1 in equation 2, that is value of acceleration, in second equation it will come Vd is equal to tau into A. So using equation 1 in 2, it will come Vd tau as it is, and instead of A we can write minus E into capital E upon M. So this is the formula for, or expression for, drift velocity. And from this it is very clear that at constant relaxation time, charge on electron and mass of electron, drift velocity is directly proportional to electric field, or electric field is always depends on drift velocity and vice versa. Means if you want to increase the drift velocity, constant velocity of electron, then we have to simply increase the electric field. So if you increase electric field, drift velocity will also increase. Hope you understood. Now next point, what is the relation between electric current and drift velocity? So my dear student, if you want to increase current, simply we have to increase the area or thickness of the conductor, isn't it? If you increase area, number of electrons will increase. So resultantly, the charge on each electron, that is this product, number of electron into charge, it will increase. Okay, and this will give the more drift velocity. So in short, we can say current is depends on number of electrons, charge on each electron, area, and drift velocity. And from this equation, we can write drift velocity is equal to I upon NE into A. So here Vd is drift velocity, I current, N is number of electrons, E is charge on each electron, and A is the area. And from this, we can say current is directly proportional to the drift velocity. So here we have seen both the expressions. What is the relation between drift velocity and electric field? From this equation, it is very clear that drift velocity is directly proportional to electric field. And from this equation, it is very clear that electric current is also directly proportional to the drift velocity, isn't it? Or drift velocity is directly proportional to electric current. So in order to increase the drift velocity, either you can increase electric field or current resultantly. Understood? So initially I told you the last question. The question is there, some logical based question. Why electric field inside the conductor is zero? Many times the board may ask why electric field inside the conductor is zero. For that purpose, you have to concentrate on this figure once again. Concentrate on this figure. Suppose this metallic conductor of length L and cross-sectional area A contains large number of free electrons. Okay, and if you apply external electric field, so here external electric field is nothing but applied battery. Two to three cells we have connected in series. Okay, here you write plus and minus. So if you apply, this is external electric field in terms of battery we have applied. So applied electric field will be from the direction of the current only. That is, applied electric field is nothing but the direction of current from positive to negative terminal or along the direction of the current, isn't it? But if you apply electric field, definitely these electrons here we can see they drifted with force minus E into capital E. That's what we have discussed earlier. Okay, and these electrons drifted from negative terminal to the positive terminal of the battery, isn't it? And this flow of electrons from negative to positive terminal of the battery, this flow creates its own electric field, means they create their own electric field, and this is called as internal electric field. It is produced by negatively charged particle. So here it is, one thing is very clear, external electric field is produced by external applied battery, and internal electric field is produced by this negatively charged electrons flowing from or transferring from negative to positive terminal of the battery. And my dear student, this external electric field applied by using battery is equal to internal electric field produced by these moving electrons. That's why these two electric field, internal electric field and external electric field, both are equal and opposite. That's why, that is the reason why the electric field inside the conductor is zero, because they cancelled each other. External electric field and internal electric field produced by this negatively charged electron, they cancelled each other because both the electric fields are equal and opposite. That's why the electric field inside the conductor is always zero. So my dear student, so today's lecture we have seen conventional current. Conventional current is nothing but the flow of positively charged particle, that is from positive to negative. That's why conventional current is always flows from positive terminal to the negative terminal, and flow of electron is always from negative terminal to the positive terminal. Then we have seen the drift velocity. Drift velocity is nothing but constant velocity with which the free electrons get drifted towards the positive terminal under the effect of applied electric field. Or alternate definition also, my dear students, you can write, it is the constant velocity attained by the electron, okay, under the action of applied electric field, and this drift velocity is always opposite to the applied electric field. Okay, then we have seen the relation between expression between drift velocity and electric field and drift velocity and current. So from and some symbolic notification. My dear student, if you want to get out of marks, then this portion you have to write. Okay, don't forget to write this portion. Okay, means all symbols and their meaning. Then we have seen expression for drift velocity, and here it is very clear that drift velocity is directly proportional to electric field. Clear? You can study it. And at last we have seen the relation between drift velocity and electric current. And again, it is very clear that if you want to more drift velocity, we have to increase current, because current is directly proportional to drift velocity. And at last we have seen why the electric field inside the conductor is zero, because applied electric field and electric field produced by drift velocity both are cancelled each other. That's why they are zero. Thank you. Hope you understood.